Science fiction has always been a favorite of mine. I personally love the mad scientists, the test subjects, the gouging eyeballs, the grotesque and disfigured body parts, and of course the good old scary looking chemicals. And if you're thinking that science fiction doesn't have all this, then just go and read Frankenstein by Mary Shelley and you'll know what I'm talking about because the book is literally filled with abominations. And when you mix science fiction with a super duper author, then obviously you get a best selling series. The Hunger Games is one such series which makes me wonder how awesome non-fiction can be. This series really makes your mind blow up because of Susan Collins' world-building prowess and her ability to make the book entertaining as hell. Today, I'm going to review the first book of the Hunger Games series, which is The Hunger Games. So without further ado, let's get started. This book was published on 14 September 2008. The novel kicks off with Katniss Everdeen, a 16-year-old girl living in the small and poor District 12, who wakes up at the crack of dawn to go hunting in the woods lying next to her district. There, she meets up with her best friend Gale and they start looking for game. And meanwhile discuss the Hunger Games, an annual sport held by the cruel capital which forces the 12 districts to send one boy and one girl into an arena to fight to the death until one person remains who is crowned victor, kinda like modern 3D games. And coincidentally, the day on which they were talking about all this was Reaping Day, the day when the names of the tributes are drawn from a large glass ball. Katniss finishes hunting and heads to her house, where she, her mother, and her sister Prim live together. They head off to the city square where the names of the tributes are drawn, and when they are taken out, the person on the mic says the name Primrose Everdeen. As Prim is heading to the stage, in complete surprise, shock, and pain, Katniss volunteers as tribute instead of Prim. The boy from District 12 is Peter Mellark, an acquaintance of Katniss. Will Katniss be able to win the games? Will she be the last person standing in an arena of 24 people? To find out, you will have to read the complete novel. Now, coming over to the rating, this book gets a 9.8 out of 10 from me because of its perfection. Whether you think of its awesome storyline or character development, the only reason it doesn't get a 10 is because its end is a tiny bit boring, but it was an outstanding start of a mind-blowing series. Coming over to the last segment of the video, which is the plant that is Katniss's namesake is also known as Arrowhead, which is a big coincidence since Katniss's ideal weapon is the bow and arrow. Collins said that the hardest part of the books to write were the deaths and the violence between the young characters. Suzanne Collins was trained in sword fighting but believes if she were really in the Hunger Games, she only be scored a 4. Collins read survival books and used her father's knowledge of foraging and hunting when she wrote the books. Comment below and tell me which your favorite character is from the series, and don't forget to request your favorite books for review. If you enjoyed the video, then don't forget to like, share and subscribe. I'll see you in my next video. Till then, goodbye.